Okay, so I'm making this video purely out of laziness because I've gotten I don't know how many texts, emails, and messages on Facebook over the past 24 hours. What do you think about Kai Greene being out of the Olympia, not doing the Olympia? First of all, here's what I think is I'm speaking right now on a Tuesday afternoon. Press conference isn't until tomorrow night. I think Kai's going to end up in the Olympia. That's personally my belief. Why would he be in the Olympia when he says he's not going to? Right now he seems to be having some issues with the contract. He doesn't want to sign the contract. He wanted to negotiate some terms. It's really not clear what those are, although there's a rumor going around that sounds pretty plausible that he was asking for free booth space at the Olympia Expo for his new supplement company as part of his agreement to compete in the Olympia, which I don't think anyone's ever been granted something like that. But if that's the case, good luck, Kai. But as far as him not signing the contract, this is why he's saying he's not being allowed to compete. Had he signed the contract, and if he signs the contract, he will be allowed to compete. It's just a matter of him not signing the contract, which as an athlete, a pro bodybuilder in the IFBB, you need to sign a contract before you compete in an event. That's standard policy and procedure. So there have been cases in the past where someone signed the contract at the very last minute. You want to go way back, 1980. Arnold Schwarzenegger's comeback in Sydney, Australia for his 7th Mr. Olympia win. Nobody knew he was competing. Maybe a couple officials knew, I don't know. At the last minute, he showed up backstage at the competitors' meeting before everything was going on. And back in those days, it was all done, on the last day. It wasn't days ahead of time like we do it now. And he was allowed to compete. Early 2000s, Kevin Levrone showed up at the competitors' meeting, hadn't signed a contract yet to compete. He ended up signing the contract and competing. So I do believe the IFBB will let him compete if an agreement is reached, which I think it will be. It's in everyone's best interest for Kai to compete. Kai's as well. Kai has millions of fans around the world. He only does this one show a year in the United States. He'll probably do a couple of the Grand Prix shows afterward, but a lot of his fans want to see him compete in the Mr. Olympia. They look forward to it all year. I don't think he's going to let them down. He's been training. Obviously, been seeing photos of him. He's in great shape. He's ready to compete. It's just a matter of him being cool with the contract. Remains to be seen what the terms that he's having difficulties with on the contract are. But I do believe things will be resolved at the last minute, and you will see Kai Greene on stage Friday night at the judging. So, all you Kai fans who are all worried and panicked that Kai's not in the show, I wouldn't worry about it too much. All right? And that's what I think. Bye-bye.